Hello, everyone, and welcome to Star Trucker. So, before we start, I have to tell you a story, because I think me playing this game has been absolutely cursed. Because, played and recorded first episode, no trouble. Played and recorded the second episode, halfway through, the game stopped recording, but it kept recording my webcam. Actually, webcam's probably up there. So, stopped recording my webcam. So, that was annoying, but I filmed a little extra footage and I just kind of chopped off the end, spliced it in, and kind of explained what happened. No big deal. And what happened was in that second episode, I went into debt because getting used to these controls is kind of tricky. And I've hit some stuff, and the gas was expensive, so whatever, it happens, it's part of the game. But then after that additional footage, I forgot to save. So I go to record the third episode. And I noticed that, so I'm like, okay, you know what? This isn't a big deal. I'll go, and I'll redo that run again, because it was literally just the one mission I already had. And then I'll, pick back up there. So I do that, and I pick back up there. And then in my game, my oxygen starts going out. And literally, I pass out and die right as I'm fixing it, which means that they also charge me like negative $700 just to basically respawn me. So after I had completed that mission to get out of debt, I immediately went back into even more debt, to the point where the in-game bank said, hey, you're overdue on your debt. And at that point, I just kind of lost it. I absolutely lost it with this game, because I just could not. And it's a lot of stuff. Getting used to the controls is difficult, and that didn't help. And then some of the choices in this game are a little weird, and that doesn't help. And then losing the recording and then having to fix that didn't help, and then having to redo the mission didn't help. So now it's 2 days before this video is going to release, and I am just going to start from scratch. So here is me playing Star Trucker. This will probably go a little bit smoother, mostly because I actually know how some of the controls work now. So yes, so if it seems like I'm a little too expert in this game that I haven't played, it's because I've actually played a little bit of it before. I haven't actually gotten too far. I literally did, you'll see at some point you get a quest based on whatever perks you take. So, once you get that done, you unlock these kind of story quests. And the reason that it stopped recording was, or at least to my knowledge, was because the graphics were too much and they overtaxed the processing, and then it prioritized the webcam over the game. So let's start a new game. I went with all-rounder the first time, that's what we're going. Feel the game should be pretty balanced right there. I'm not looking to have anything too hard, nor do I want anything too easy. I kind of want to have just a nice little middle of the road type game. You have to excuse me, my allergies are getting a bit out of hand, so if you see me sneezing or blowing my nose, that's why. Also, the sound design in this game is awesome, like that little rubber sound as you sit up. And then also, you can't hear it now because I don't have the radio on, but if you have the radio on and you put the spacesuit on, you can actually hear it muffled through the suit, which something they didn't need to do. They could have just had the music play even when you were outside, and even just made some excuses oh, well, you have a radio in your thing. No, but they made it muffled, and that's just really cool to me. Yeah, the space controls take a lot of getting used to, because true to actual spaces, you keep, well, in the game they have you lose a little momentum, but in real life, if you were in a spacesuit and you just shot off into the black, you would just keep going and going and going, unless something hit you. But you know, that's neither here nor there. In fact, when I went through this the first time around in the episode that you guys didn't get to see, it actually gave me just a small bit of anxiety, because I actually once had a dream that I was like floating above Jupiter in like a spacesuit, and like naturally I just start falling towards Jupiter, and that was like rather like panic-inducing, because I'm just like falling towards this giant, massive planet that's basically just like gonna swallow me up and crush me. So yeah, the idea of like being untethered in space, not exactly one of my comfort things. Yeah, pretty much that, and like anglerfish. Like, I don't like the idea of being in deep water, or even in like open water that's deep. It's like I need to be near shore. I need to see the bottom, or at least know that there's a bottom relatively nearby. So yeah, look into Zakraios phobias.
All patched up? Good. Now, before you get back on the road, it might be wise to check your CB radio.
Alright, so interact with fellow truckers by using your CB radio. If you see the symbol, pick up the mic. Hold right trigger and view list responses with Y, X, or A to select reply. Put the mic back once you're done to gain control of your truck.
Give me a holler. I'll let you know if you're coming through. That's a 10-2, partner. Loud and clear. With that done, I guess you should be on your way.
Alright. Right trigger to start accelerating. Use the main thrusters. And then to brake, you hit left trigger to reverse. Left stick to fire maneuvering thrusters and turn the truck. LB and RB to roll the truck left and right. And then you can switch to exterior. We're not going to use the exterior view. Yeah, we're not going to use the exterior view. You guys are going. See, this is another thing. Is this particular road, like, it's almost very clearly like a one-way road, but you know, vehicles go the opposite direction. The quote-unquote roads in this game are very weird, and you'll kind of see what I mean. Okay, speed limit 85. So let's break it down just a little bit. Also, I'll show you another mistake that I made in the first time I kind of started playing this. So jump gates allow you to move. So basically, you have to stop in front of them, not move, be aligned correctly, and then once you get all three green, you hit that, and then you go through the jump gate. So in some ways, this isn't a trucker simulator in the case of the more traditional ones, because it's you know, you're not on the road for a long time. There are roads, but there's just other things that you have to kind of account for.
Galactic B calling in from the DIV. Glad to see you finally made it.
They're rarely listed, but generally.
Drop zone warmed up and waiting for you.
But generally,
So just head on over to the waypoint.
wait for
Detach your
GV.
trailer in the designated area, and I'll make sure your payment gets processed ASAP.
So generally around like stations or in system, unless you're on like those roads that you can kind of see to the, you know, over there. Actually, it's probably like down there. Oh yeah, here we go. So go into the drop zone. Once it's green, use the mag lock to disengage. But yeah, generally 80 miles per hour is like the speed limit unless you're like on those roads. There is a collision warning system, however, it is very, very like sensitive. Like it will tell you a collision warning for like anything that's remotely near you, even if it's like not gonna hit you. Alright, early delivery, careful driving, which is something I didn't get a lot of last time. Last time, it took a lot of like learning the controls. It's really uncomfortable sometimes. Alright, and we got some experience.
Great job. Payment should already be with you. But if if you feel like spending some of that hard-earned cash, just head on over to Palmview Station. You'll find they've got supplies, a few jobs on the board, and the best home-cooked soya protein this side of Alpha Centauri.
Alright, there's the user's manual. I'm not going to read it right now. It just has like a lot of those like tutorial things, some of which you've already gotten, others which are kind of specific. Alright, so the speed limit here is 150. But that said, like, you still got to be careful on these roads because, like, again, you will keep going in the direction that you're pointed unless you, like, either decelerate or accelerate in a different direction. And it can get kind of frustrating, to be honest. I've hit these little side barriers even as I'm, like, pumping the brakes to avoid them and, like, trying to change direction. Also, like, the other truckers and the other vehicles are also, like, really kind of picky. Like, if you get even remotely too close, like, even if you're not... see, like that guy. I'm clearly on my side of the road. I do not want to hear it. I'm basically as close to my side of the road without actually hitting these barriers. Okay, so we have Palmview Station. And there is something I actually... Oh yeah, we better start decelerating to 85. Out of curiosity, I can't exactly see it from here, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, navigating in system is going to be the tricky one. Okay, so use your docking camera to align your truck with the docking bay. Maneuver close enough and the maglock system will become available. Once you're in position, pull the maglock lever to lock with the target. Okay, so we're gonna brake pretty hard here. Now, a lot of this is just kind of getting into position. And there's this clown here who is in front of my docking bay. Thank you. So I found the best way to do this is to basically face it almost directly head on. Come to an almost exact stop. And then just rotate around. And the trick is like you see that rear view mirror, and of course the controls are inverted because it's your rear view mirror. Okay. And you can't back up too fast, because if you do that, you'll crash into it. Come on, there we go. Maglock ready. Hitch. Alright, that went a lot smoother than the first time. Okay, so here's the other thing is, this thing pops up. And, normally you would go A to, hit continue. But because you're actually on the menu behind it. So in this case, I use my mouse to do that. Otherwise, you accept a job and it will, screw you up. But we're actually going to hit B for a moment. Because I want to show you on the ship. So, basically you have power core hatches here and here, as well as in this thing here for the suit charger, and as well as this here for the oxygen, and this here for the climate control panel, and then you have an air filter here. But then below here you have the artificial gravity. Now, I'm not going to do it because I just kind of want to play this game as it was intended. But what a lot of people do is they will basically go in there, turn the gravity off, and then this way it actually saves some power. Because you don't really need, gravity in your ship per se. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start sticking these into these containers here. Because if I do lose gravity and they start floating around, it becomes a problem. I don't even know what the work were. Some of these things I don't know what they do yet because I haven't encountered them. But I do know. Power cells are basically those round things that you plug in. These are kind of like little controllers. So like if you get an orange light here, then what you'll do is you want to go in and you want to switch out the burnt out UCCs with ones that are not bad. So we have an air filter there. So let's go ahead. We'll put the other workwear in there. Actually, you know what? Take the workwear out of this one. Alright, so we're going to put the workwear. You have to kind of like be tricky. Craft supplies. Oh, you can only fit one craft supply in there. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just deal with that. Okay, so we're gonna pick up. And generally, if you take these, I mean, again, it's subject to the laws of physics. So, like, if you start to break, things will roll forward. Which to me, I feel like there should be like a net or something across this. But hey, whatever. Another thing some people do, and you know what, I think I might actually do this because how's my suit? Okay, suit chart. So I'm gonna pull this out because what'll happen is when you're docked, your suit will charge automatically. So what a lot of people recommend is like before you actually, pick up a mission, just stay docked for a while until your suit's charged. There you go. And the reason you want to put those in these is because you'll notice like certain things have health to them. Like this has health, that has health, that has health. If you damage your supplies too much, then you won't be able to use them. So I am not going to worry about that. Okay, so let's see. Docking Bay 3. Let's take a job. Let's take an easy job. Let's see. Sort by. Time left. Oh, that's 6 hours. That's the rush delivery. Okay. Oh, that's by payout. Okay. Time left. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so 8. And that goes to Emerald Junction. Okay, that's not bad. Edgeburg. Neon Rush delivery. Okay, that's still a lot of time. Let's see here. Additives. Ooh. Powdered algae. And that's going to I have to pick it up in Emerald Junction and take it to Atlas Prime. Diamond foil. Okay, that's 5 hours. Onyx is where I just came from. Okay. Ooh, 23. Oh, but that's because you have to go to Emerald Junction. You only have like an hour to do that. We're not gonna. So let's go ahead. That's a really good payout. Emerald Junction is only 2 jumps, and yeah, let's do that. So Atlas Prime. So here is where you're gonna get like the terms of services. A lot of it is like the usual. It's like, compensation, terms of so you notice here, like, the company reserves the right to seek reimbursement up to $917 under the following circumstances: early termination of contract by driver, abandonment of goods by driver, obligation of goods. So obviously it's going to be like, okay, it's like you're not going to endanger our stuff. You're going to follow the laws. So we're going to hit accept. So so we picked that up in Atlas Prime. Okay, so let's get trucking again, and we got plenty of time to do this job.
Break for barrel, break for barrel. This is Red Eddie, cooking good out here. This is Barrow. Go ahead. What can I do for you, mate? I'm looking for info on the express gates. Last I heard it was a parking lot out there. Oh, now we're in the galaxy, you hear that? All clear out here as far as the eye can see. Heard it from Dusty Bear, our own set of apple ears. Alright, you caught me. Just reading the mail here at the pit stop. Those sheriff instincts die hard, don't they, old bear? Now, who you calling old, Ace? You've been out here just as long as I...
What? Okay, what hit me?
Listen to you.
Who hit me?
Again. You're hogging the channel. Oh, it's just a coffee break, Eddie. Ain't no one out here with us anyway.
You know what? No, know, someone's going to inconvenience me, I'm going to inconvenience them.
Whoa. Sounds like the newcomer made it across from Onyx in one piece. A fresh-faced freelancer. Well, I'll be. You got a handle, pal? It's like a nickname, a call sign for the CB kid. And you'll need one if you're going to be driving out here. Maybe we should call you Lucky Break.
Oh no, I am not lucky.
Serendipity of our meeting. Pretty sure there's a tough break in Vexmont. Right. Break. Jake. Jay. I reckon Lucky Jay could work. Lucky Jay it is, then. Blimey, feels like a big old jamboree with all this chatter. Don't you have somewhere to be, Barrow? Yeah. I got a cold rig that's gotta go. Keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, fellas. Will do. Mrs. Red Eddie down and gone. Big Eights, boys. Safe travels.
I still want to know what hit me because I was not in any sort of dangerous speed or anything like that. Where are you going? Someone mentioned, and I don't know how true this is or not, but there's a theory that like the trucks in this game are designed like they're programmed to kind of hit you, and I can definitely see it because again, like I was driving straight, I was not going fast, something hit me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know the game doesn't know I know, and I know you guys don't know, but I've already kind of gone over docking a little bit. You do not need to go over it again. Oh. There we go. So again, hitching a trailer, same thing, just I kind of just go on it straight ahead until my truck's aligned with it, and then I just do a 180. Just gotta be careful, you don't want to go too fast. And obviously, if you want to slow down in reverse, you just want to hit the accelerator so that you go the opposite direction. Okay, mag lock ready. Hitch, okay. Oh, and of course, yeah, because again, it does this, so. Okay, so we're going to head to Medusa, then we're going to go and head to Emerald Junction. So where is the Medusa? And you want to make sure you're clear, because obviously there was a container right next to me. Okay, so where is Medusa? Okay, seriously, where is Medusa? Okay, so it's right there, but how do I get there? See, that's the thing, is like they want you to kind of follow these roads, but the roads just kind of don't exist. And they're like, they're all over the place, they're, you know, they go like up and down and all around. So you just gotta kind of have to look and learn. Okay, this. Okay, yep, so this is where we go. And see this guy right here. It's like I'm clearly turning, and he's probably going to be pissed at me. He's going to be probably like, ooh, you're reckless driving. Minus 150. This game likes to do that. It's like it'll dictate everything as being reckless driving. So like right now, like I'm kind of in the middle, but it's like it's really hard to line up because if you go too far to the right, you're going to be hitting these things. And of course, it's important to keep an eye on your speed. Like, I'm not doing too bad right now, but I got plenty of time. 6 hours is like nothing in terms of like intergalactic travel. Yeah, so you just kind of want to do like a lot of little course corrections, like right now. There we go. Of course, there's this clown ahead of me who's clearly not doing the 150 speed limit. I'm doing well below, and he is just absolutely crawling. Come on, man. Okay, so Medusa 6 is straight ahead. I think I probably... Yeah, I don't know. You have to kind of like learn the roads, and unfortunately it's not always cut and dry. Oh, I'm going a little fast. Oh, there we go. Okay, wait. Where does this start? Where the heck was this starting? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so clearly that's the Medusa thing. We are going to do some dangerous driving here. Thankfully there's not too much space debris. I mean, generally if you're pretty good about this, you can avoid a lot of space debris. However, it can be tricky sometimes. Yeah, see, like, I don't know why that road took me there and not to Medusa 6. It seemed to be going that way. Okay, so we're going to slow down now. Kind of accelerate that way. We're being very careful this time. Power levels seem low or exhausted on one or more of your truck systems. Be sure to replace power cells at regular intervals to prevent system failures, job delays, and death. So, oh, it's the gravity. Okay, I am not going to worry about the gravity, right? Okay, we've already been through this game. This game sometimes, like, just... It's not a bad game, but it can be a very peculiar game. Okay. So once you see those red lights go, you just come to a complete stop until it's ready. When you get 3 green lights, you can't even activate it until it says activate jump. So I'm not going to worry about gravity. I can survive without gravity. I think the suit is going to be the only thing I keep disconnected. Oh, that's right, we can turn our radio on. Give that guy a wide berth. Again, like, they get really picky. Like, if you're even remotely too close, it's like they think they have a big hitbox. This is where I've screwed up once or twice. Yeah, like, he's gonna get angry. Okay, yeah, you know what? We're gonna dive. Dangerous maneuver there, but you know what? There we go, okay. So a bit of a dangerous maneuver exiting that, but I think we still did a good job of, you know, just doing what we need to do.
We have been crafting reliable, safe spacesuits for decades. Now using our innovative textile technology for everyday outfits. The strong, stretchy fit you love, now in a multitude of styles. Shop Galaxy Wear today.
This is Gold Rock Radio.
Your #1 source for road trip rock.
And Starburst too.
And of course, this is an express gate, so it charges money. I'm sure on the map, there's a way to determine what's an express gate or not. But again, I think as long as you're driving safely, you're doing fine. Let's run a brake hard.
Welcome to Emerald Junction. This is an automated inspection checkpoint. Please be patient while we check for compliance with local regulations. Check complete. Results are satisfactory. Have a great day.
Alright, so we got drop zone just a mile in. There. Aligning drop zones can sometimes be tricky too, but again, it's like that's the point where you're supposed to go slow. Bay EJD1. You also got to be careful because my habit is to align myself with the dot on my hood or above my hood ornament. But if I'm looking in a different direction, that's not always straight ahead. Okay, brake, unhitch. How? No. No damage to client property. My trailer was at 100%. I did not get hit. Careless driving, maybe, tiny bit. But no, I reject that. At least the early delivery made up for it. Okay, I guess we have no choice but to spend the skill point. So now, here's the other mistake I made is the first time I was hitting things left and right. And so I'm like, okay, I do not want fragile loads. Because then it's going to be, it's going to be half of our crystal glass cups shattered because we didn't put them in, we just loaded them in. We didn't put them in any sort of protective thing. And so I thought, okay, I don't want that because I'm going to be terrible at that. And so I took a rush job. The just-in-time jobs are terrible. They're absolutely terrible because you have to get there within a certain window. It's just, you don't want to do it. The other thing you'll notice is to the left here it says fast and risky, and to the right here it says safe and sound, which is kind of it's what it seems like. It's these are jobs that have to be done fast or there's some sort of risk to them, whereas these, you're more kind of taking your time because it's fragile. You don't want to go too fast. They're intact, not so much, intact, not so much, at a certain time. So this time around, I'm going to go with fragile loads. As the name implies, these loads are delicate and damage to the cargo will result in substantial deductions upon job completion. However, fragile loads are a great moneymaker for careful drivers with a nice bonus for cargo delivered in pristine condition. Each level of certification will give you access to increasingly delicate cargo types. So, we're going to go with that one. Confirmed. Alright. And this is actually a good time. We're going to look at some of the other things. So this is just what's in my truck. So obviously these contain things. But obviously we have our other stuff here. And you can see their health. This is the galaxy map. So yeah, so I think anything with like that double line, like Medusa to Emerald or Atlas to Three Kings, is going to be an express lane. You can see a map key here, and you can even zoom in with the right and left trigger zoom out, right trigger zoom in. Yeah. So you can see here, it's like, yeah, so you can see like what surfaces each place has, and you can even use X to open that menu on the left there. So you'll see here what the temp is, what the traffic is, what the security is. So food, drinks, and pharmaceuticals are more expensive there. Energy and general goods are down. How are things here in Emerald Junction? So Emerald Junction, food, drinks, okay, so general goods are up a little bit. So that's not great. But yeah. So next, if you hit right, you can take multiple jobs at once. You don't have to, and honestly, I wouldn't really recommend it unless like you're able to plan like, okay, take this one here, and then take this one here, and then take this one here, where you're just dropping them one after another after another. Convoy, basically, so you'll notice I took a, so it says unlock the fragile load certification skill to start the Red Eddy side jobs. And so that's kind of like its own storyline, and then obviously like you need 2 of them to like get this unlocked. Again, last time I went with sour candy, and I'll be honest, I do not like sour candy, because the first job she sets you in, you get into this and they're like, hey, did you call this in? And you're just like, I assume sour candy did. They're like, okay, we'll let it slide this time, implying that she probably is not professional. She also has her own little bit of debt herself, and then her second mission is, oh, come to this location and let's all do trivia. And my god, that was so annoying. I find sour candy so annoying. So this time we're going to see what Red Eddy offers me. And then we're back to skills. So he's probably going to contact me the second I exit this menu.
Hey, Lucky Jay. Nice job getting your fragile loads permit. Now that you're cleared to haul breakables, I got a job I think you can handle. Swing by New Liberty Terminal over in Alice Prime if you're interested.
Okay. So we're going to meet Red Eddy there. But until then, we need... So this power cell is dead. Yeah, gravity compensator offline, so we'll drop this. Okay, so now... Oh. See, it floated all the way there. So we're going to go ahead. So we just got to remember, when we need a new one, we're going to take the ones on the right. It's good to keep the dead ones because you can then sell them. So we're going to set that there. So we have to meet Eddy and Atlas Prime. However... we have some interesting things that we can do here. Because you might notice we're about halfway down on fuel. And I don't know, I don't think our suit needs to charge if it's not been used. Yeah, so it's still at full charge and full health, so we're not going to worry about that. So, let's think here. So, okay, let's start by exiting. We gotta get the heck out of here. Okay, there should be gas around somewhere. Pretty sure there's gas around here. Hold on. Like, I imagine, like, a gas station is what you would want in, like, every single system. Yeah, so there's a gas station. We just have to find out where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like, is, like, you don't always see, like, the symbols and all that until, like, you're, like, much closer, and it gets kind of annoying. So once again, you're just going to drive into the little square there. Probably not too fast. Doesn't have to be super perfect either. Just forward enough. So it goes green, you brake, and then it'll automatically start your filling. So we have $5,000. We're going to be okay in terms of price. Yeah, like even now we're almost full, and we're not even hitting 1,000. Okay. So now we're going to go back. So next is we are going to go into the goods store. So we're in Star Brake Supplies. Okay, let's... Well, if I can...
You can't stop this rig when it's running. You can't stop me till
I think that's on the other side here.
you won't stop the bull when it's barreling down on you. Like you can't stop the
There we go. Okay, so that's kind of... There we go. And again, you kind of want to get as like perpendicular as possible. Okay, so we're going to brake hard. Yeah, there we go. And our docking camera is still active. Actually, how is...
stop the cold from taking its toll.
Yeah, those are all fine. Yeah, so we have a little damage to the hull. But again, that was not our fault. It ticks me off so much when it's like not our fault. I feel when that happens, like you should actually get a bonus. Be like, hey, this person hit you, they're at fault. Here's the insurance payout.
You need your friends, you ain't driving on no straight line. You gotta follow the bend.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. If it tells me I'm not aligned, I'm gonna be pissed. Here we go. Easy. Alright, so this is the store. Okay, so here's the first thing we're gonna do. So exit the sequel. Open up. Okay, so we're gonna take this out, so it's no longer in the thing. So now we're gonna go up here. So let's see here. So the prices for it are going to be a little more expensive, 6%. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so here's the trick: is these both have 250 health. That only has 100 charge. This has 250 charge. So it's more expensive, but it's effectively worth the price. Let's see here. Cardboard box. Oh, okay. I was hoping to find like another case like that, because if I can get like a bunch of containers, I can start organizing myself. So let's start by selling you, and then we are going to buy you. Okay, so that's minus almost 1,000. Okay, I don't know what the casual wear carton is for. I don't know what the pack of energy drinks is for. Don't know what craft supplies for. Don't know what the grow packs are for. Air filter. We don't really need one of those right now. Got a UCC. More batteries. Yeah, I think we're just going to buy the one battery for now. So we're going to confirm trade. And like some other games, you have to hold down Y and then it does the little thing to confirm. Okay. So then it delivers to my airlock. Open the airlock door. So now we have this nice 250 charge thing, which will probably replace something at some point.
Construction is tough.
So we're going to drop you in there, close you, and put you back. So now all my goods are nice and secure. So another thing that some people do is like, so you see there's a Core A, Core B, Mag A, Mag B. That's these right here. And I guess you only need one power cell in each. It's just that they make it to where you can have two at once, so that you're not, completely dead. But again, we're not gonna we're not gonna like run this on a complete skeleton. I think the only thing I'm gonna leave unlocked is the thing, because that'll charge once you're docked with a basically a jobs board. And speaking of, the next thing we're going to do, if we can find it around here. That's fuel. I don't want fuel. I want... Where's the jobs board? I know there was a jobs board around here. Tiger Rock Station. Oh, See, this is why I think they really need to have like an area map. So let's do this. We're going to fly to Tiger Rock. I don't think there's a road to there. I hope there's no road to there, because otherwise I'm going to be flying dangerously. That's, there we go. Keep an eye on our hull. So usually the stations will have jobs. And I think that's what we really need at the moment. So we'll take a job that goes to Atlas Prime. We'll ignore Eddie for a bit while we drop it off, but, you know, let's be efficient. Yeah, there's a lot of debris around here. And I don't... Yeah, debris proximity. Ah, there we go. There's the jobs board. I wish you kind of didn't have to back into every single one, but hey, what can you do? Okay, so let's come to a complete stop. Again, you gotta be careful not to go too fast, because it will damage you if you back. Okay, see, that guy looks like he's about to hit me. Is he about to hit me? If he hits me, I'm gonna be so pissed. There, I'm hitched. I'm hitched. If you hit me, it's your fault. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Purity. Okay, so we got Atlas. Actually, hold on. Let's search by how much time we have left, because I don't want to be in a rush here. So, Purity, Junk Fields, Emerald Junction, Junk Fields. Okay, Atlas Prime. So we got 2 for Atlas Prime. Okay, so we only have 2 for Atlas Prime. What are our options here? Powdered Algae, and that has 3 hours 26 minutes to it. Fiberglass Insulation 2 Hop. Also Atlas Prime, so about the same jumps, about the same weight. But fiberglass pays more. Okay, let's do that. Wait, hold on. Emerald Junction. Wait, where am I? Because I'm not in Emerald Junction, am I? Oh yeah, I am in Emerald Junction. So I pick it up here. And then I just do probably whatever the fastest route would be to Atlas Prime. No, a second, let me so let's zoom in here. Okay, so let's see, what is this here? So that's 2 hours 20 minutes. Wait, no. Damn it. So that's 40 minutes. And then if I do that, 40 minutes and then hour 30. Whereas if I were to do this, nope. Oh yeah, no, God, it's so much faster. I'll pay the toll for that. Okay. So now we have to... Okay, job board. Fiberglass insulation, 2-hop, Emerald Junction to Atlas Prime. Nice payout. Accept. Okay, pick up fiberglass insulation by Bay EJD2. No clue where that is. Oh, look, it's right there. Oh my god, that's perfect. Okay. Alright, let's get on trucking. Get my trucker hat. Of course, we have a nice little spot of debris here, but I think that's just the way. Yeah, I know. It's pretty easy to dodge the debris ahead of you. It's less easy to dodge the debris that's heading towards you, or the trucks that are intentionally trying to hit you. Alright, okay, brake hard. Okay, brake. Up a little better. Okay, yeah, there we go. That is practically a perfect lineup right there. Let me just check something. Oh, wait. Okay, we are on Golden Rock Radio. About to say, I don't remember this song too much, so... I guess the other channels have, like, copyrighted music on them, but they have Gold Rock Radio specifically for, like, streaming. So it's not like they're gonna be songs about, like, sex, drugs, and violence. Not that it bothers me too much, because I'll be honest, I do not cater my channel for, whenever it asks me, like, oh, is this video meant for children? I always check no. Like, even if it's Stardew Valley and I keep my mouth clean that whole episode, I still click no. Maglock ready. Hitch. Okay. Express gate to Medusa. Yeah, I can go faster than that. And I guess some people do it without the, like, there's a drive assist there, and some people do it without it on because it helps reduce fuel. I find it helpful because I can mostly go forward. I think the thing for me is that I actually don't like the cruise control, because the cruise control, it's like the second you brake or accelerate, the cruise control goes off. But there are times where you're gonna be somewhere and like a truck's gonna go too slow, or you're gonna have to brake suddenly because there's a collision, and then you have to get back up to speed, and then you have to set it again. It's not worth it. Not in my opinion. Drive assist, I find I have not had any problems that I've attributed to it, so. Again, $150, well worth it, especially since we're going to be making a lot of money. I'm happy with myself. I'm doing a lot better at the driving this time. I was hitting so many things last time. Oh yeah, I gotta stop for the inspection.
This is an automated checkpoint inspection.
Can you get the lights out of my face so I can see where I need to go?
Thank you for your time.
Okay, so
You are
Atlas
clear
is
to
up.
proceed. Have a safe trip.
Okay, so Atlas gate is up there. You just gotta be careful, because there is a lot of debris here. Okay, so that must be the road to it. I'm assuming. Of course, I do not like this big asteroid. Oh, I'm going a little too fast for a. We're gonna head down. Or maybe not. Let's see, like that truck, it was clearly going for the. That truck was clearly going for like the warp gate, and then it turned around. It just arbitrarily turned around. Okay. This way. There we go. Road to Atlas Prime. Kind of cut a little into the wrong lane here.
Hull integrity low? Systems in need of a service? Stay on top of maintenance by swinging by your nearest Auto Essentials Center. Remember, if you take care of
I am not that close to you, buddy. I'm really not.
The hottest station.
With the hottest tracks.
It's the galaxy's favorite.
Gold Rock Radio.
I'm trying to hug this wall as much as possible and like point towards that, but this guy's gonna be pissed at me. He's gonna beep at me. Are you? Honestly, I found that it's easiest to go just a little under the speed limit in this game, and it kind of helps with the momentum problem. Alright, we're on our way to Atlas Prime. Again, we technically didn't have to make this particular job. Okay, security checkpoint.
This is an automated inspection checkpoint. Please be patient while we check for compliance with local regulations. Check complete. Results are satisfactory.
Okay.
Have a great day.
So, drop zone is over there, so I imagine that we're going to go into this particular road here, and then, yeah, I don't think we need to go beyond that road. Again, it's hard to see, and I really wish there was like a local area map, because it's hard to visualize when everything is in like 3D like this, and you're kind of stuck in your trucker cab. I mean, again, I could go third person, but again, like, you don't see certain things at a certain distance. So it'd be nice to have just like, even if it's just like a 2D, okay, here's a vague idea of like, okay, this road goes to Harmony Link, this road goes to Purity, and then Purity's the one that has the road to the jump gate going to here. Again, little things like that. Very cautious here. Again, this is why I think Fragile Loads is going to be good for me this time around, because like I would rather drive slow. Come on, get over to the side here. Like, I'm really trying to hug this side here because I don't want all the truckers mad at me. Because they'll ding you for that. They'll call it reckless driving or rude driving or things like that, and it's like, Yeah, that's not fun getting like nickel and dimed off your paycheck like that. It's not even like taxes. Like at least if like my taxes were going to like better space lanes, I'd be happy. I really kind of wish they had like with things like this where it was like there was one lane going one direction, one lane going the other. I can kind of understand why the game doesn't do that, but I think that's kind of how it would be IRL. But then I don't know, because you know we don't have trucks in space yet. Instead we just have, you know, like billionaires that are, you know, basically just screwing over everyone. Okay, so we're gonna decelerate. Nice, safe speed. No one there. Oh, collision warning from something. Oh, I think I see it. It's right up there. Oh, and look at that. We're right near the space where we can meet Red Eddie. He's probably going to contact me, but he can wait. Of course, the irony is that with, you know, technology being what it is now, there probably wouldn't be a radio station for music. It would probably just be like you have your own little... You basically have like your own music, you plug it into your truck and then it plays. So you could have like a trucker just like playing Taylor Swift nonstop or something, which is fine. Slowly, easily, okay. Come to a stop, unhitch. Boom! Not a single deduction. Careful driving, early delivery, love it. Alright, well, you know what? Rather than talk to Red Eddie, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a part here. This is already going on a little longer than I had wanted, mostly because I took the extra job, which I didn't do last time. But we'll talk to Red Eddie tomorrow, and I will see you guys next week. So until then, if you could do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, I'd really appreciate it. But more importantly, keep doing what makes you awesome, and keep on trucking.